Hey guys, today we got something really cool for you. This is a classic 17 Mako from 1987. Such a cool boat, really built for open water, incredibly capable, also shallow drafting and fast. A lot of really cool original features, but some really nice upgrades to make this boat really cool and one of a kind. So come take a look and I'll walk you through it. Starting at the front, let's talk about the color scheme. This is Alexial Oyster White on the top sides and the hull sides. The bottom is Interlux VC Performance. It's a super hard bottom coating that's designed for race boats. It's really abrasion resistant. It's easy to touch up. It's also designed for permanent immersion if you want to leave this boat for long periods of time in the water. It's not anti-fouling, but it is a sealed coating that is designed for permanent immersion. A lot of cool upgrades in this boat, one of which are these Lavorsi LED Shark Eye nav lights. You'll find these on a lot of high performance boats and skiffs. They're below the rub rail, so when you're running at night, there's no light pollution, and they're not blinding you, reflecting off the deck. They're also really sleek and snag free. You don't have to pop anything up when you want to use them. In the back, we got our anchor light mounted to the motor with the LED nav puck, so everything's connected. You just push a button and you can run at night. One of my favorite features of the classic 17 Mako is the amount of storage in the bow. You get this great sun deck on top where you can lay out on, just hang out. Then you have this cavernous storage compartment up here for life jackets, things that stay in the boat all the time, ropes, bumpers. You can leave them, they can stay dry, and you can have other storage elsewhere in the boat. And you get a beautiful teak door up here in the front as well. Moving back, we've got our JL audio system on this boat. 7-inch speakers, there's 4 of them with a JL audio 4-channel amp and the Fusion head unit. New fuel fill, obviously. These boats get all new fuel tanks, new fuel lines, new overflow. Everything on the fuel system is zeroed out. It's an epoxy coated tank in there that's 36 gallons, and it's all under the floor of this console. I love the Mako console, incredible lines and really functional. One thing that we wanted to do with this boat is make this front storage compartment into something that wasn't either a live well or kind of a sloppy storage compartment. So now it's a fully insulated cooler. On this side of the console, we have 4 anodized aluminum rod holders on our custom teak blank, our stainless courtesy light in warm white. This gives you storage for 4 inshore rods, which is plenty for this boat. There's also a couple other fishing features we'll go over here in a second. Here's the side access for this console, another custom teak door. Gives you nice, easy access to it. Did not have this originally. 2 stainless cup holders up here in the dash. These are plumbed, so when they fill up with water when you wash it on the boat or if it's raining, it's going to be plumbed below where you store things and out the side of the console so your stuff doesn't get wet. Moving to our helm, really clean and simple but very functional. This is the Garmin 943XS. Has all your Yamaha data. This is Yamaha screen currently on here. All your mapping, your depth sounding, all your diagnostics. This is your brain. Also can control the radio from this as well, so you can navigate through all your different stations and volumes and whatnot. U-Flex steering on this, hydraulic obviously, stainless wheel with power knob, Yamaha 704. This has the Bennett bolt trim tab system. It's a newer trim tab system that is really awesome. It's really reliable, quiet, and has some nice features to dim this switch. Blue water switches across the helm here. We got our nav lights. We've got our courtesy. This is a bubbler system. It's a really basic live well system we'll go over in a minute. Bilge 1, bilge 2. These turn colors when they're on as far as the bilge running, so you know if the bilge is running on you. Obviously the bilge pump being below deck, you can't see it. Moving across, we got our visual fuel gauge. So this is on the actual tank. You can use this in conjunction with the fuel burn calculation in the Garmin, so you have the best of both worlds, a nice reminder of how much fuel you might have and exactly how much fuel you have based on your fuel burn calculation on your Garmin. And then the Yamaha key switch here mounted flush, so you don't have that key switch panel. So I want to give you a little scale of the seating on this boat. I'm 6'3", sitting here really comfortably. Everything's in reach. My knees aren't hitting the console, and I can stand up really well. This boat has a perfect size for standing and sitting, which is really hard to achieve in a lot of boats. Usually it's one or the other, and you can never really get comfortable. But this way you can sit back in the chair and stand up. This chair does swivel if you loosen the spider on the bottom. When it's locked in position though, it's really stable. So you've got a really great grab handle to be a part of the boat if it gets waked or if you're just kind of moving around the boat. An ode to the original step plates. All the Makos had step plates on the side, so we decided to put one back on. This gives it a nice teak accent here. Another Gemlux rod holder. These are also plumbed to the bilge, so they're not just dumping down water on whatever's below it. They are hosed all the way to the bilge pump, so it keeps it really clean when people drop stuff in here and you can't get it out. This particular storage compartment right here is really cool because it doubles as a live well. So you've got your storage if you just want extra storage, but there's a bubbler system in here, giving you 2 air stones that has a bubbler under the helm. So this is perfect for crustaceans like crabs or shrimp, or let's say you go lobstering or something and to keep your lobster alive, you can keep them in this live well here without having a plumb system that's a little more complicated. It's a really basic way of having really good, capable fishing abilities. Gemlux pop-up plate in the back and the original stainless trim plate in this back corner. Moving to this side, another storage locker over here with a nice teak door. Just a little extra storage for things like shoes or things you might want to, keep organized, or a little snorkel gear or whatnot. So a lot of times, simple things are kind of overlooked on these older boats, or just boats in general, and you get plastic deck hatches that flex under your feet. This is a Bomar aluminum commercial grade hatch that's been obviously painted and color matched to the boat. So you have a really firm feel, and it's got a massive gasket on it so it's not going to leak, and you have a huge access to the bilge. So when it comes time eventually to replace a bilge pump, you're not kind of putting your hands through a little hole trying to fix the wires. You can see the entire bilge under that plate. Inside the bilge we have 2 Rule 800 gallon per hour bilge pumps with auto sensing. They're plumbed to opposite sides, so the sides are really nice and clean with stainless fixtures on the outside. This is the Yamaha 115 FassēCo that's been custom painted jet black on the cowling, just to really give it that custom look. And to help it blend in with the classic lines of the Mako, the PowerTech stainless prop on the bottom. Gotta have the MMD custom swim platform out of Burmese teak. Gives you great swim access to this boat, easy on and off, a must-have feature. All the new toe eyes, they're all through bolted, obviously. And the bolt trim tab swim system, with these nice extra wide plates, really give you great control on this boat. This classic Mako is sitting on a custom welded aluminum I-beam trailer from Road King. It's non-adjustable, which means it's tailored to the actual hull. And it's an incredibly overbuilt trailer with a swing tongue, full-size spare in the front with a spare hub. And torsion axle, obviously. These trailers are beautiful and they're tough and they're perfect for the saltwater environment. You gotta have the raised lettering on the classic Mako logo. Just sets it off to let people know what you got. All right, so that wraps this one up. This is our 1987 classic Mako 17, a boat I really want to keep for myself because I think it's amazing, but I can't do it. No more room. So anyways, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.